Hey, what's up, everyone? Just a quick question. Have you ever wondered if you could make money online, if you could trade cryptocurrencies without sending your money to any platform? Yes, you heard me right. Finally, the good news is that we have found an amazing AI powered crypto trading bot that is fully autonomous, okay? Is automated trading that you can use to trade for you 24/7 and profit for you 24/7 from the crypto market without you sending your funds to any platform. Yes, you heard me right. And with zero liquidation. Today, I want to share with you how Crypto Flow Bot works. Crypto Flow Bot business presentation in English. So stick and stay till the end of this video, then you can decide for yourself. So having said so, let's dive in now.
My name once again is Dixon, the presenter for tonight. Flow bot, okay? Your AI trading bot for Bitcoins and altcoins, okay? Bitcoin and altcoins. But before even we look at what Crypto Flow bot is all about, let's first go through the basics, the beginner basics, because I know we have some beginners on the call. We have some people who are joining us who are seeing cryptocurrency for the first time. What is a cryptocurrency? Because that is the one thing that we should learn what a cryptocurrency is all about. A cryptocurrency is just digital money, okay, that exists only on the internet. This money, you cannot touch it, you cannot feed it. You know, people are used to local money or local currencies where they can touch their naira, where you can touch your Kenyan shillings because it is paper money. But here, you're dealing with digital money that only exists on the internet. You can just have it on your phone and maybe on your laptop, okay? So when you talk about cryptocurrencies, we say it is digital currency. That money, because it is a currency, you can send it, you can receive it, you can spend it, and you can store it online. The same way you can receive money, or maybe someone gives you hard cash, you can send the same money, you can store it. So it is the same thing here. These cryptocurrencies are it is just digital money that you can receive, that you can send, that you can store, and maybe it grows in value. That's the main difference. This money grows in value over time. That's why you're going to see that Bitcoin, one of the major cryptocurrencies, on one of the first cryptocurrencies, actually it is called the mother currency. It has grown over time. So you can store this, but remember there is no bank involved. No government is involved. You can even have your cryptocurrencies and no one ever knows that you have cryptocurrency. That's how secure these cryptocurrencies are. Actually, maybe to explain further, they work on a decentralized system. What do we mean? Being decentralized means there is no single government or bank that controls these cryptocurrencies. Okay, so decentralization means it is just between a person to person, peer to peer. There is no government, no central body governing these cryptocurrencies. That's why actually they are more secure. That's why people are now rushing into cryptocurrencies, because they have understood that they can have full control over their money without the bank looking into their accounts. So also the crypto industry is a very growing industry. Remember, as we are going to see, crypto was born in 2008 and it has been there ever since. We have seen big institutions joining cryptocurrencies. We have seen countries joining cryptocurrencies, some actually having cryptocurrency as their own national currency, because we have seen countries bringing crypto as their national currency. For example, I'm going to give you some examples. There is a country, forgotten its name. It is called, which country is this? It started using Bitcoin as its national currency. It is called El Salvador. Remember, El Salvador adopted Bitcoin as its official currency. So this is money that can be used by a certain country. For example, if you hear that El Salvador, the same way you have your Naira, the same way you have your Rwandan francs, the same way you have Rand in South Africa, it is true for El Salvador. For their currency, they have Bitcoin. That is what they transact with. Even when you go to a shop, you send Bitcoin and you receive Bitcoin in payment. So it is a growing industry. Started in 2008. Sorry about that. In 2008 and 2009 there, and that is when the first cryptocurrency was born. In 2008, 2009, the first cryptocurrency that was born was called Bitcoin. And Bitcoin by then was selling for $0.001, which means if you had your $1, sorry about that, It means if you had your $1, you could get 100 Bitcoins. Now, remember, to get this cryptocurrency, you must exchange your local currency into into these cryptocurrencies. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's happening. Let me sip of something. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, guys. So I'm saying that in order for you to get these cryptocurrencies, you must exchange your local currency into cryptocurrencies. The same way I may say it is true if you're in maybe if you're in South Africa and you want to get naira, you must be ready to exchange your South African rand into naira. The same way happens if you want to get these cryptocurrencies, you must be ready to exchange your local currency into Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, by then, the exchange rate was each $1 you would get 100 Bitcoins. That was in 2009. But let us fast forward to now 2026. As we speak right now, the price of Bitcoin is around 65,000. Price of Bitcoin right now, price of Bitcoin, okay, price of Bitcoin today, it is around 65,000 dollars. That's how important. That's how the industry has grown. $65,000 today. That means if you just had your $100 in 2008, and you exchange this money into Bitcoin, you would get 100,000 Bitcoin. Okay, you'd get 10,000 Bitcoin. 10,000 Bitcoin each at 65,000, you'd be a millionaire. That's what we are saying, that this is a growing industry and you can join this industry and you make a lot of money from it. So for you to understand how you can get these cryptocurrencies, then we have to introduce an idea of crypto exchanges. Because you may wonder, it is true, I have understood that a cryptocurrency exists and I also can get it by just exchanging my local currency into it. But then where do I find these cryptocurrencies? Where can I get them from? Because we should understand that they are not in the air. There is someone here, you must take your money and you exchange or you get these cryptocurrencies. So that's where we introduce the idea of a crypto exchange platform. So what are crypto exchanges? These are digital marketplaces or online marketplaces where you can go to buy, sell, or transact or trade. Okay, these cryptocurrencies. So it is like an online store or maybe an online marketplace, the same way you see maybe which marketplace can I compare? Jumia marketplace, the same way you can see Alibaba, the same way you can see what these are online marketplaces that they do, that you can go to and purchase anything. So the same way cryptocurrencies are found in what we call crypto exchanges or these online digital marketplaces, where you can go using your local currency, you buy a cryptocurrency, you sell that cryptocurrency for a profit, you withdraw your profits in your local currency, you can trade within these crypto exchange marketplaces, and you enjoy the full potential of crypto markets. So how do you get these crypto exchanges? How do you get access to them? Remember, I told you a cryptocurrency is a digital asset, which means being digital, you cannot touch it. It only runs on your phone. So it means even this marketplace is a digital marketplace, not like a physical marketplace where you go and you buy onions and you buy tomato. It is an online marketplace. That is why we call it that's why you call it a digital marketplace or online marketplace. So you just get these marketplaces or these digital exchanges on your phone. Sorry about that. By just downloading them as apps on your phone. This is where we're going to talk about Binance. Binance is one of the largest and most trusted marketplaces we have, that you can go there and buy and sell cryptocurrencies. So it is trusted by over 300 million users. That was, by the time this presentation was made, that was almost at the number. We don't know whether maybe they have reduced or they have increased. Okay. Let me see here. Binance users today, they might be in around, okay, they might be in around maybe certain numbers, maybe because I've made a search here and they're showing me Binance currently serves over two to 323 million registered users. So you can see it is one of the largest and one of the most trusted marketplaces, being used by over 300 million users around the world. This means this is not a local company. This is not something that is going to maybe happen to Dan close tomorrow, because we know some of you come to these sessions. But guys, am I loud and clear? Let me see. Am I loud and clear, guys? Am I loud and clear?
You're very loud and clear, sir.
Okay, that's good. That's the. I say, take some water, please. Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay. So Binance is one of the biggest marketplaces we have, that you can go there and you exchange local currency into these cryptocurrencies. You buy them, sell them, make a profit. We also have one of those upcoming or maybe growing marketplaces called Binance. And there are other many marketplaces that you can get from Play Store. You just go to Play Store and you download a Binance account into your phone. You register using your national ID or your passport or your driving permit, and you'll be allowed to access this marketplace. The same way, if you want to go into and work from any marketplace, you must register with the local authorities into that marketplace. For example, in Uganda, we have a marketplace called Owino. It is one of the largest marketplaces in Uganda. You cannot just go to Owino and you open up your shop or your your kiosk. You must first register with the authorities of Owino market. The same way here, if you want to operate within these marketplaces like Binance or Bybit, you must first register with them. You have to use your national ID. They'll take off your real names, your national ID. They'll scan your face to make sure they are interacting with a real person around the world, and you can get access to these marketplaces. So you just have to go through the person invited to this meeting. They take you through on how you can get a Binance account on your phone or Bybit account if you don't have one. So now that we have understood what a cryptocurrency is and what where we can get these cryptocurrencies, let's look at the concept of how we can make money from these cryptocurrencies. It is true I have understood what a cryptocurrency is. It is true I've understood where I can get it from. But how do I make money from these cryptocurrencies? That is where we introduce the idea of crypto trading. And what is crypto trading? It is just the buying and selling of these cryptocurrencies. Remember, we said these are digital currencies, so you can buy them at one price, sell them at another price, and you make a profit difference. Actually, I would like to call cryptocurrencies digital assets. Actually, why do I call them digital assets? An asset is anything that you can buy at one price, sell at another price, and you get a profit. So being these digital currencies, since we buy them and sell them at different prices, make a profit, I would term them as digital assets, something that I can put in my money, I go ahead and sell it, and I get a profit. So if you come into this, if you want to learn more about this cryptocurrency, you hear some terms like spot trading. What is spot trading? Because if you are on this call, I believe you are someone who wants to venture into cryptocurrency trading. So once you venture into cryptocurrency trading or the buying and selling of these currencies, you will hear some common words like spot trading. What is spot trading? This is where you buy something low at a lower price, you sell it at a higher price, you make a profit. So it is the same thing here. Remember, most people have been doing this business of spot trading, but in the physical world. They have been going to you go and shop. For example, those of you who have shops, maybe you have electronic shops, you have shops, different shops, hardware. You buy goods at one price at a cheaper price, you sell them at a higher price, and you make a profit. That is what we call spot trading. Even here in crypto trading, it is the same terminology being used. It is called spot trading, where you buy a cryptocurrency at a cheaper price, you sell it when its price raises, and you make that profit as the difference. Then you also get to hear about futures trading. What is futures trading? This is where you now trade contracts. You do not trade the actual asset, but you trade the contract behind an asset. For example, I'll give you a good example how I can explain this futures trading. Because in futures trading, you can profit whether the market goes up, whether the market goes down, you still make profits. And I'm going to explain how. Because when we talk about making profits when the price is going up and also making profits when the price is going down, it is somehow confusing to new people, because there are some people who have never thought about an idea that you can buy an asset at one price, and if the price goes down, you still make a profit. Now let me explain. I'll explain using this example of where you go to a school, okay? There is a school, maybe the school is called School A. I started from Ntare in Uganda. It's one of the top schools in Uganda. Maybe you go to Ntare school, you tell them, you know what? I can supply you maize flour at maybe $100 per kilogram. Yeah, just we are making assumptions. I can supply you maize flour at $100 per kilogram. Now, you enter a contract that Dixon is going to supply us each kilogram of maize flour at $100. You sign the contract and it is sealed. Now they say, okay, you bring up the maize and we are going to pay you. Bring the maize flour, we are going to pay you. Now for you go to the market to go and look for the maize. Trust me, if you find by the time you went to the school, each carton of maize, or maybe each kilogram of maize was at $95. So you went into a contract well knowing that you're going to make $5 per kilogram because $100 which you're going to supply at minus the 95 you're going to pay for each kilogram, that is $5 profit. But believe it, imagine a scenario where you go and now when you start looking for the maize flour from your supplier, you find that the supplier has reduced the price from $95 to $80 per kilogram. Okay, it means you are benefiting. The more the price goes down, the more you benefit. Do you understand my analogy? So it is called futures trading. In futures trading, this is where you enter a contract with the exchange because it's the exchange you're trading with. You enter a contract with the exchange. I want to benefit from the price movement when the price goes down. So this means you're acting like someone who entered a contract with a school that you're going to supply at $100, well knowing that you were going to get at $95 per kilogram. But you reach in the market, you find that the price has reduced to $80 per kilogram. So where you were supposed to make $5 difference, now you're making $20 difference. So it means you're benefiting from the price movement. The more the price goes down, the more profit you make because you have already entered a contract with the exchange. So it's the same way here. When we are trading and you hear about futures trading, you can benefit when you enter contracts where you say, if the price goes up, I'll supply you at a higher price and you make money. Or you can enter contract and say, if the price goes down, I still have to make money. So in futures trading, you'll benefit whether the market goes up or whether the market goes down. That is how simple I can simplify futures trading. Now let's look at leveraged trading. In leverage trading, this is where the exchange now borrows you some money. You say, you know what, Binance, I do not have enough capital, but if this capital that I have, if you can use it as collateral and give me more capital for me to make more profits, they will be gladly giving you that money, and that is called leveraged trading. So you will hear about these common terms like futures trading, leverage, using leverage or leverage trading, spot trading. That's why I just had to give a hint about that so that when you hear about these words, especially for you who are new to the system, they may not scare you so much. So let's look at why should you choose crypto trading? That is because we looked at some of the examples in the physical businesses and other major. Sorry about that. I don't know why I'm getting that that cough disturbing me this evening. But let's go ahead and why should you choose crypto trading over physical businesses? That's because physical businesses have a lot of hindrances and a lot of limitations. Let's take an example of a border business, because I know some of you come from Africa, Asia. You've seen border riders, you've seen motorcycle riders. Here in Uganda, actually, for me, it is a real business, and most of the parts of Africa, if I search here, border, okay, border in Uganda, you can see this is what we call border business. You find these stages where there are a lot of motorcycle riders ready to take you for anywhere, ready to take. This is one of the means of transport here in Uganda. Okay, it is one of the means of transport here in Uganda. So actually, I know most of the areas in Africa, Asia, and other areas, we have motorcycle riders who benefit from also riding his motorcycle. If we compare such a business here in Uganda, for example, to set it up, you need at least the minimum. You need $1,500 to buy a motorcycle. $1,500. That is, first of all, the cost of starting that business is very high. Secondly, we have risks like weather risks. When it rains so much, you find some people, there is flooding everywhere. You cannot make money. We have risks such as maybe accidents. We have risks such as maybe not working at night. You cannot operate 24/7 because you have to sleep. So that's alone also. This what we were just looking at here. They are showing us some of the businesses that can be true. They can give you some good money, but also they carry a lot of risk. Let's look at starting up a taxi business or Uber business. You need over $10,000 to buy a good Uber car, and the cost of setting up is very high. You cannot run it 24/7. Accidents, everything. There are a lot of risks involved. Let's look at a shop. You cannot operate 24/7 unless maybe you have workers and what, but also requires you to set up with some good capital for you to have some good profit from the business. But now let us compare with cryptocurrency trading. If we compare, in cryptocurrency trading, you can start with as little as $50. Guys, startup cost is very, very simple and very few. Also, you don't need a monthly subscription, maybe monthly rent or what. Okay, no employees. The business works 24/7, even when you're sleeping. You operate from your phone and from anywhere. As long as you have a phone that has internet, you operate from anywhere you want. There is no physical risk or physical barriers to limits. You can transact with the global market. For example, I told you Binance. When you're having Binance, you're transacting with the global presence. Over 300 million people that you're transacting with. You can scale this business without an extra overhead. And these are all reasons why some of us went into crypto trading, because we are not limited in any way. We are not limited in any way. So for you who is thinking about starting up this business, I think this would be a very good business for you to start. So you might wonder, it is true. Now you have started showing me the positive side, and I'm starting to like it. But then, how do I get started? It is very simple. To get started into crypto trading, what you need is just a smartphone. And by the fact that you are attending this session, it means you already have a smartphone. So you're either attending from a laptop or you're attending from a smartphone. So you just need a smartphone. That is one. You already have it. Okay. Second, you need an exchange account. As I told you, you cannot make money from these cryptocurrencies without a crypto exchange, because that is where you're going to buy, sell, and maybe trade from. So you need an exchange account. So you have to get someone who already knows how to get this crypto exchange, who already knows how to register. They guide you through the registration process. If you're very new, you can get an exchange account very fast. Within around 1 hour, maybe a few minutes, you'll be verified and you have an exchange account running. Then you also need starting capital. Of course, you cannot start any business without capital. Like any physical business which needs capital, even here you need capital. So the capital is dependent upon you. You can use whichever capital you need. I've seen people using thousands of dollars. I've seen people using hundreds of dollars, a few dollars. So you can start with whatever is available for you, as long as it's reasonable, and you see that from that starting capital you can make some reasonable profits that we are going to see in the next few slides. Then also you need what you call basic knowledge. You cannot start a business where you have no knowledge about. And by the fact that you are attending this session, you have already done step number 4, because you're now getting basic knowledge that you need to start up this business. By you attending, you're already getting this knowledge. So some people have their common fears, because we have seen many businesses that have come and promised heaven and earth, and people have lost a lot of money. So someone might say, but isn't crypto a scam? Let me tell you guys, cryptocurrency trading is not a scam. Why? It is available in many countries. It is available with big institutions doing these businesses. It is a legitimate technology that you can get involved in. Governments are getting involved into cryptocurrencies, blockchain technology. So it is a very legitimate technology. But however, in every legit thing, we will always find a scam. It does not necessarily mean that there are no cryptocurrency scams. What is a cryptocurrency scam? This is where something brings up the idea that we are doing cryptocurrency, but in actual sense, they are doing the returns on investment, hiding behind the they are scams. Does not negate that there is a legit business there. They are always scams. I'm going to give you an example. You may want to go into real estate, buying land and maybe selling it for a profit. Maybe you want to join that business. Trust me, if you're not very careful, you may land onto some property that has land grudges or maybe conflicts and they sell you that property. At the end of it all, you lose that property because you didn't investigate very well, or maybe you didn't do your background check very well. So in crypto also, we know there are scams, but that doesn't negate that the crypto industry is a legitimate industry. Then you may say, but people have lost everything. We have seen people have lost everything. People have lost money. And this is very true, by the way. This fear is very true. It is not just a myth. But of course, such people maybe didn't have enough good structured trading. Maybe they didn't have enough, maybe good systems to use to make sure they avoid losses. Because to me, I believe if you want to become a profitable trader, there are some risk management rules that you must apply into your trading. So you find some people lost everything because the risk management was weak. Maybe this and this happened. Okay. Then someone may say, but isn't it too complicated for me? Let me tell you guys, everything, there is nothing here on earth that is always simple. Take a look at a baby who is starting to walk. It is always complicated. They stand up, they fall down, they try, they move one step, they fall down, but they keep trying. So everything seems complicated at first. But after you learn it, it becomes very, very okay. For example, I'm going to say we might have some people on the call who may not understand very well English. To them, English is very complicated. But trust me, if you live with people who are speaking English every single day, you end up learning the language, not because it was simple, but because you have taken in a step to learn, or maybe to keep on saying, I can do this. If someone can do this, I can also do it. So it is true. Everything seems complicated at first. By the fact that you're attending this session, you're already solving the one mystery of complication. So some of you maybe were attending for the first time. You thought crypto trading was very complicated and very hard. By the time you reach this slide, you see it is something that you can do, something that sounds like a normal business. That means that the complication which you thought was there, it is starting to get down or to get washed away. Then someone may say, but is crypto trading even legal? I've told you there are certain countries who are using cryptocurrency like El Salvador as their national currency. So it is very legal. You're not involving yourself in something that is not known, something that is not available, something that is a scam. No, you're involving yourself in a business that is very legal. Governments are doing this business. Donald Trump is doing this business. Big billionaires around the world are doing this business. So you're getting involved in something that is already widespread, already done by millions of people around the world, very legit, and you have nothing to worry about. Okay. So once you've known that now it is true, from your explanation, I get it. I think this is the business to do. There are two ways to approach this business. Okay, there are two ways you can approach this business, because to some of you now, you are already interested. Maybe some of you are very new on this call, and now you are already interested in how you can get started. Okay, you are now wondering, so how am I going to do this business? So there are very two different ways of approaching this business. You can do it the manual way, or you can do it the automated way. I'm going to start with the manual way. What is involved in cryptocurrency trading? We have what we call how you must learn how to read charts. If you want to do it manual, you want to do everything by yourself, you must learn how to read charts, because that is a necessity when you're doing cryptocurrency trading and you want to do it maybe by yourself. You have to sit for hours. You have to go into lessons. You have to get a mentor to train you. You have to put in the time and learn. You have to put in the effort, sometimes even finances, to make sure you get someone who to train you. But now don't worry. To some of you now I see, so you said it was simple. Now you're complicating it. Don't worry. I'm telling you, it is the same way. You may say, I tell you about a business, for example. I tell you, for example, if you can start up a clinic, you're going to make a lot of money. So I give you all the analysis, how you can start up one and everything. You like the business, but then I tell you, you have two ways of doing it. You can do it by yourself, which means if you didn't have any training in clinical medicine, you have to go back to school, pay school fees, pay tuition, and learn. Maybe go for a diploma or a degree, depending on the level of education that you want. It may take you longer time or shorter time to achieve something that you want. Then after achieving that goal, maybe after achieving a medical certification, then you can come now and start the business. So it is the same way. If you want to start a crypto trading business and you want to do it manually by yourself, you must be willing to put in the time and learn. You must be willing to put in the time, finances, and you learn. And it takes a lot of time. I believe, and I know for some of you that have gone into this and tried to learn everything by yourself, it has taken you not less than 6 months to learn how to analyze these charts, to learn everything from scratch. So if you're willing to do it manually, you must be willing to put in the time and learn. But Thank God there is an alternative where we can do automated trading, because right now we have systems that can help us do automated trading. How do I compare an automated trading business like any physical business? Take a look example of someone who has set up a clinic. Today, Dixon wants to start up a clinic, but Dixon doesn't have any medical background. He has never gone to a medical school. He doesn't know anything on how to treat a patient, but he has his money. He wants to start up a clinic. Is it possible for him to start up one? Yes, it is possible. Why? He can put in the finances, put the infrastructure, put everything, the drugs, then hire someone who already knows everything about medicine. I can start up a clinic, okay, without any medical background. As long as I get someone who can be in my clinic and work for me, maybe treat these patients, receive them, collect them, treat them, I can make money even without any experience in medical sciences. This is what we are saying, that even in cryptocurrency trading, right now we have systems that can help you make a lot of money from these crypto market spaces without you lifting a finger, without you knowing anything about cryptocurrency markets. So here you will hire what we call, like the same person who hires a medical officer or maybe a doctor to be in their clinic. Here you will hire, sorry about that. Is my voice still loud and clear? There's someone calling me. Is my voice still loud and clear?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, thank you. So here you will hire a trading software, an automated trading software to do everything on your behalf as you just sit in your office, in your chair as the main boss, the CEO of your business. So in automated trading, the bot, we are going to be using trading bots. The bot monitors the market 24/7 for you. It analyzes opportunities in real time, trades execute automatically and instantly. You don't have to do anything. Emotion free. Discipline is maintained since it is a trading software doing everything. You never miss profitable opportunities. And that is what I want to bring to you tonight. So you make money even when you're sleeping. You're like someone who put up an infrastructure of a clinic, and he is doing everything. He is making money without lifting a finger. The doctor is busy toiling with people, having sleepless nights as the boss is busy sleeping, having his good night sleep, and waking up in the morning. Did you see some patients last night? How much did you make? That is the beauty of what I want to bring to you tonight. So what is the trading board? Because I mentioned about it when I was explaining automated trading, but then what is a trading board? It is just a software program that automatically buys and sells crypto on your behalf. It follows specific rules that were coded into that software and into that program. It follows its own discipline to make for you money without you lifting a finger. The same way I may tell you that if you want to set up a clinic, you need a doctor who already has experience in trading. He knows how to handle patients. You don't know anything about that, but he knows. So it is the same way. You may not know anything about cryptocurrency trading, but then you hire a software that already knows everything. It knows how to analyze the markets, knows how to trade, knows how to buy and sell. So you just hire it. So these software programs are called what we call crypto trading bots. You may have heard about them, you may have used about some of them, and they all differ in the way they operate and the way they make money. So think of it like this. I want you to think of it like this. Think of it like hiring the most disciplined, tireless, emotionless trader in the world. You're hiring a software, but it is actually like a very well-disciplined trader, very, very good at something. You're hiring a software that is good at something that you may not know even about. Okay? The software never sleeps, never panics, never gets greedy, and follows the strategy perfectly that was coded into the software. So it's going to do what? Once you get this software, it is going to scan the markets. Let me zoom this. It's going to scan the markets. It is going to identify the opportunities. It will check your risk level or your risk tolerance. It will execute the trades and locks in profit. That is it. Here you are not involved in any of these processes. When it's scanning the market, it's not asking you for permission to scan because it's your employee. The same way, if you get an employee in a clinic, he doesn't first seek your permission to treat a patient. So that's the beauty of it. Now, allow me, now that we have a brief background about cryptocurrencies, crypto exchanges, crypto trading, automated trading, manual trading, we have seen everything. Now, let me introduce to you Crypto Flow Board. What is Crypto Flow Board? It is an AI-powered automated trading system that connects your Binance or your Bybit and trades on your behalf 24/7. Here there are key statements an AI-powered trading, AI-powered automated trading system. Why is it called AI-powered? Because it uses artificial intelligence at its back end to analyze the markets in real time. AI, it uses artificial intelligence to analyze the markets in real time. Then it is automated trading system. It means it does not need anything from you. As long as you connect it, you leave it to handle everything by itself. You don't have to feed it anything. You don't have to give it any condition. You don't have to do anything for it to make money. It is fully automated. It means you just set once and forget. Set once, go and do other stuffs, get busy with your work. It is going to do everything on your behalf. You set the account today, you leave it run for a full month without even checking. It is going to do everything. It uses signal intelligence because it analyzes the markets and gets its own signals, goes ahead, it has the automation engine. It means it can go ahead and automate everything from signal to execution to profit locking, everything by itself. Then it connects your Binance and Bybit via API. API is the connection. API, if I'm saying API, it is the connection which applications use to communicate to one another. I'm going to give you an example. For example, if you have a phone and you have a Bluetooth speaker, you can connect your phone to a Bluetooth speaker via what we call a Bluetooth connection. So the Bluetooth connection is helping one device communicate to another device, right? So what helps two apps to communicate to one another is called API, application programming interface. It is the technology that allows two apps to communicate to one another. So you can bind it to your Bybit or your Binance using API, and you'll be able to communicate with your Binance, execute on your behalf, and everything. Also, it operates with practical controls. You can choose full auto, custom auto, or manual mode. So it has different modes that you can operate in. So someone may say it is true that in the past they presented us such a system, but we lost our money. The platform closed and took all our money. They were promising us heaven and earth. Now, my dear, here's something different. Someone may say, how are my funds safe? Is my capital safe? Am I going to lose all my money? No, you're not going to lose my money because your funds stay in your exchange platform. You never give your money to crypto flow bot. You just connect it to your Binance account. It operates within your Binance account. You can only use the capital inside your Binance account. It can only trade and execute inside your Binance account. So we don't give our capital to crypto flow bot. Even if crypto flow bot got something today, even if they went out of business and they become bankrupt, we do not lose our capital. That's why people confidently trade with crypto flow bot with hundreds of thousands of dollars. Or I saw someone using $100,000 using crypto flow bot. Why? It is because they trust that their money is safe on their Binance account. They just have to connect the worker. The same way, you don't give your capital to a doctor to go and do everything. Rather, you can put the doctor inside your clinic where there is already a capital, and he uses the resources within that clinic to operate and make for you money. So the same way here, Crypto Flow Bot is given access to Binance to operate within the means of Binance, to buy and sell within Binance, but never take out any money from your crypto exchange. Okay, so you give it trade owner permissions, and also you can disconnect it if you don't like it. Maybe you see it is not making for you from what you expect, which do not give you what you expected. You can disconnect it. The same way you can wake up one day and you chase your worker. You say today, I've chased you, go. I no longer need you. So by the time this presentation was made, I believe they should update this presentation because most people have made a lot of money using crypto flow bot. By the time this presentation was made, these are some of the users that already made some good money from using crypto flow bot. One of those users is this one. Yeah, this person had just had 362 trades with a 93% win rate, and he had made some $357. This one had an 86% win rate, had made just $134. This one, I think this was the first day he had made 24 trades, and this was 100% win rate with $9. You can see the consistency. I think this was a small capital usage. This was, I think, maybe, I don't know, the person maybe, but he might have been using around 500 maybe, or $400 or $300 to make consistent profits every single day. So these are some of the users by the time this presentation was made. So who is Crypto Flow Bot for? Who should use Crypto Flow Bot? If you know you're a complete beginner, please get your Crypto Flow Bot. You don't have to learn anything about crypto trading. Let the bot work for you. So if you're a beginner, let the bot work for you. Then you might be a busy professional. Okay? Sorry. You might be a busy professional. You have your day job, you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're someone who is sitting in an office, maybe in a government position. You should get Crypto Flow Bot. Let it work as you continue with your normal activity or your normal work. Then there is also experienced traders. People have been in the market for long. They understand how the market works. Get Crypto Flow Bot because it gives you a shortcut. Instead of watching charts every single day, 24 hours, get Crypto Flow Bot, let it work for you as you now rest. Also, for experienced traders, you can also use the manual trading channel. For large capital users, this is very convenient for you to make money profits on passively. Because remember, from our experience, even me who is trading, you can make around 10% to 30% profit every single month using crypto flow, but without raising a finger. 10% to 30% every single month. It is reasonable money without ever raising a finger. 10% to 30%. You can set anywhere from $50 to over even $1 million if you have your capital and you make some good money. So, is Crypto Flow Bot free? Like how the crypto exchange was free? No. Crypto Flow Bot we pay for because this is a worker. You cannot have a worker in your workplace and you do not pay them. You pay them for the work done. So we pay Crypto Flow Bot $120 every single year. That is his salary for the full year. You pay it once, $120 per single year. That's an equivalent of paying $10 per single month. It is very simple. It's like you're paying a cup of tea every single month to this worker. So you pay the $120 straight up every single year, and that is his salary for the full year. Then on every profit you make, it takes 20% as the transactional charges, 20%, and you remain with 80%. That is a fair split. It takes 80, you remain with 20. I mean, it takes 20, you remain with 80. So step number one is sign up using a referral link from someone who's already using Crypto Flow Bot. Activate your account, fund the fuel, connect API, set parameters, and you choose mode, start monitoring without ever lifting a finger. So what do I recommend? You should start your structured trading today. I know some of you have been traders before. You can try out Crypto Flow, but trust me, you will see that it is as promised. You'll get what is promised, 10% to 30% a month. You grow your capital consistently. Activate your bot today using $120. Get to someone who invited you to this call. I beg you, please go to the person who gave you a link to join this call. Let them take you through on how you can get Crypto Flow Bot. Let them give you the link. You get started today. You can start your crypto trading journey using Crypto Flow Bot, and you make a lot of money today. My role was to show you the business. My role was just to give you an overview of the business. You can always go back to the person who invited this call to give you more details about the business, to guide you through on how you can get started, and everything is going to work out the way you want. So I beg you, all of you, go back to the person who invited you to this meeting. Make sure you tell them you want to get started. They are going to guide you. They're going to show you everything. They're going to take you through step by step, and you get started. This is the right business for anyone in the 21st century, especially now that you don't have to do anything to make money. You don't have to raise a finger to make money. As long as you have a smartphone or a laptop, you can make money without ever lifting a finger. That is what I wish everyone can do starting tonight. Go back to the person invited this call. Let them take you through. Go ahead and get Crypto Flow Bot on your system, on your phone, and start making a lot of money starting today. Otherwise, thank you very much, guys, for listening to me. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't see this. It came in late. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for attending. I won't go into question and answer because that is a part that is going to be handled by the person invited to this call. Let them take you through. Let them help you get started. Otherwise, my role was just to show you an overview of the business, to make sure you understand what the business is all about. But otherwise, thank you very much. I see we are now 52 people on the call. I see leaders such as KK Success. Alex, thank you for joining us. Al Hassan, thank you for joining us. Brian Kigeni, thank you. Caleb, thank you. Coach K, Thank you very much for attending. Coach Movista, thank you. Conrad Ruff, thank you very much. Crypto Prince, these are some of the top leaders that we have that are joining us live and ready to push the business. Lula Hunter, thank you. Don Peters, thank you. EDD, Emmanuel, Engineer Femi, Francis, thank you very much. FK Crypto, GB, Bemisent, thank you very much. Hakim Bachwa, thank you. Harriet, thank you. Ona X6, thank you. If you lower Oyelesi, your name is somehow difficult, but I think I pronounced it very well. Thank you very much for attending. I see iPhone, Judy, Kalanzi, Ivan, Cassius, Hudaifa, I see K, I see Kai Alex, I see Awena Kase, I see Mache Richard, Mehdi Mohammed, I see Mobisel, I see Mande Amon, I see Moses, I see Mudimbu Bernard, Muhumza Vicent, Noah Trump, Nakato Margaret, Namdi Alex, I see Odeke Peter, Philip, I see Priska Namanya, I see Van Vick, Sanvik, I see Shan, Taron Kisaka, Stefan, I see Sunia, I see Sunny Worship Yinka, Zimba Wayela. Thank you very much, guys, for attending. Go back to the person invited to this call. Let them take you through. Let them show you the beauty of the business. Let them guide you on how to get a Binance
Yeah,
account,
Dixon.
how to get a crypto flow bot. Yes.
Yeah, I think there's some questions. I don't know if you can attend to them. Oh, round up.
In this session, you'll forgive me. In this session, we don't receive questions, and the reason is
Okay.
because the person invited to this call, they should be able. My part was just to show you the business, to show you
Perfect.
what you might expect when you start the business. But then the person invited to this call should be the one taking you through any nitty-gritties that maybe you want clarity on before you get started. So in this
All right.
session, we don't receive questions. You forgive me. We don't receive questions. In this session, it's just a presentation meeting, and that is it. The next part is handled by the person who invited you to this call. Otherwise, thank you very much for attending. Hope to see numbers increase tomorrow. We always have these sessions every single day, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. East African Standard Time. That is 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. West African Standard Time, and other time zones I have not yet understood the time zones, but we always have these sessions. You can always share the links, invite people to come and attend, look at the business. From here, they can get started and you get them on your team. Otherwise, thank you very much.